So how's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Today we are looking at the best budget gaming laptops for around 700 to 1500 bucks, and they're all from MSI and Asus. Now keep in mind that gaming laptops don't have that big or like great of a battery life. Yeah, gaming PCs gives you like a better performance for the price, but these one actually really hold up. Yeah, these are the best value for money laptops in my opinion. So without wasting any more time, let's get to it. So looking at the cheapest one, we're looking at the MSI GF63. This is a really thin laptop, so it's pretty much like as lightweight as it gets when it comes to gaming laptops. It's got a GTX 1650 Max Q, which is somewhere in the neighborhood when you compare it to the GTX 1650. It's got an i5 9300H, which is a quad-core 8-threaded CPU, so you can do a bit of video editing. And it's got 8GB of DDR4 RAM, and it's got a 256GB NVMe SSD. So this is a bit of a drawback, so you can add an SSD, like get a SATA 480GB SSD for 55 bucks, and you have like an additional storage. In my opinion, this is one of the best price performance GTX 1650 Max Q laptop, and the CPU GPU combo is really good. So it's got a 3-cell 150 watt hour battery, and it's not the best in the world. Like the battery, again, it's a gaming laptop, so the battery will not last you that long, maybe 3 to 4 hours of heavy gaming at max. I recommend you say to your parents for studying and you need beefy hardware for like your schoolwork and just play Fortnite. Yeah, this is not the best advice, but hey, I do that. Up in the $1,200 price range, we have two options. The first one is the MSI also GF65 one at an i7-9750H. Now this CPU is a really good CPU for the price. It's actually still comparable to the 10750H. It gives the same performance in gaming, at least when you pair it with a GPU like an RTX 2060, which is what we're looking at. It's got 8GB of DDR4 RAM. You might want to upgrade that if you want. It at 2666 MHz, which is the maximum you could go for with Intel CPUs. And it's an IPS display, so the colors will be accurate. And the viewing angles will not be like the best thing in the world, but they're still there. For the specs, it's actually really good. It's got a 512GB NVMe SSD, and I really like what I'm looking at from the specs of it. For $1,100, you're getting a really good laptop for the price. Now there's another laptop from Asus that has been released in March 2020, but it's not in stock. It's out of stock everywhere, so that gives you an idea of how good it is. It's got a 15.6-inch 144Hz IPS display, the same pretty much specs, but you got a 1TB PCIe SSD. Again, the battery life isn't the best thing in the world. They say like up to 8.7 hours of web browsing and 12-ish for video playback. It's got the latest Ryzen 7 8-core 16-threaded 4800H. If you're gonna play a game like Fortnite, for example, you're gonna easily play at 144Hz. I mean, matching the refresh rate of your monitor, and you can go even to 240 if you decided to play at 900p, like low settings. But yeah, I really like that one. This is the one that I would get for myself because it looks really good. That's A. And it's got 144Hz IPS display, you know, and it also got that really beefy GPU and a really beefy CPU, an 8-core 16-threaded 4th gen Ryzen CPU. You cannot get over that in my opinion. So yeah, this is the best one I would go for. 1,200 bucks matches my budget pretty much, even though I don't have it. If you want something that's pretty much high-end, there is the MSI GP75 one, which got an i7-10750H and an RTX 2070 and a beautiful 240Hz IPS display. 512GB NVMe SSD. It looks really good on that 240Hz display. So if you want to get that 240 frames experience on Fortnite on a really high or like a really high FPS game, this is the one for you. It says VR ready, but the previous ones are VR ready too. You know, when disregarding the GTX 1650 Max Q one. This RGB backlit keyboard looks really dope. So yeah, these are the three best, you know, gaming laptops for the price in my opinion. The 700 bucks GTX 1650 one, you couldn't find anything faster actually. For that price. And there is the RTX 2060 one, the Asus one that's not in stock yet, but you can you know, pre-order it until it comes in stock again. It's actually the best one in my opinion, and I really like it. But if you want to go high end, there is the RTX 2070 one. So yeah, you really couldn't go wrong with any of the three. And if you like cannot wait for the Asus one, with the MSI one again for 1,100 bucks, but you're gonna be missing out on a lot of performance. So yeah, my recommendation is to, like, you know, pre-order the Asus one. So that's been it, guys. If you like that video, you know, press on that like button. If you got any questions down in the comment, you know, leave them, and I usually like reply to every single comment. You can check out the previous video, much there 24/7. Subscribe, of course, and peace.